What about Kevin Samuels? About R.P. Big Why you, why you looking at me?
Me?
Yeah, long live Kevin.
Yeah, long live Big
A legend.
A legend.
I had a question in my head. Are we on now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
are y'all followers of Kevin Samuels?
I'm not a follower of Kevin, but I'm familiar with his work.
I'm a follower.
Okay, are you really?
Like I don't subscribe to him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tapped in to
Yeah.
But I wasn't feeling him like that
I'm feeling him.
by certain things he was on. You know what I'm saying? I
He
wasn't
changed
feeling.
up a lot on the course of his like.
For sure.
Who, Kevin? Yeah, like from the beginning, he was always into like fashion and shit. And then it's like he caught a wave, and I feel like he went for shock value.
Yeah,
That's
he
how I
tapped
feel
into
about
it. He tapped into it.
Cause I got familiar with him from like colognes, sunglasses, and all that type of shit. That's how I know.
See,
about
I ain't
Kevin
even
Samuels.
hip.
I
I'm
didn't
all
know
the
that.
way out the loop.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Like he used to like show off
He a
like
fashion nigga.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
See?
how I got.
I ain't even know that.
Yeah, he a stylist.
I
Yeah,
did.
he a
And then he
stylist.
popped up as a relationship expert. I'm like,
Yeah,
since
that
when?
part of Kevin I didn't
I'm
know
like,
about him.
since when?
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I
He
thought
just
the
take
nigga was a
pictures and
little
shit.
spicy.
Yeah,
But that's no. See, that's the problem with black people.
What?
I'm kicking it with my mans, and we off topic. I know Youngin gonna choose up for this, but I just gotta say this: we can't. You be like, yeah, I don't know him for that. I only know him for this.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like, damn.
no, but no,
What do
I'm
you
not.
know?
All I can do is just be a real nigga. Huh?
Yeah,
I
that's
can be a
it.
street nigga.
Nothing else.
But look
I
though,
can't know how to read.
Yeah.
It ain't cool to know how to read.
But
it's
look,
not
though,
cool to have an opinion.
I'm not
it's
trying to-
not cool to play an instrument.
I'm not trying to put him in a box
No,
though.
you
I'm just
putting him
saying.
in a box.
I'm not. I'm just saying I didn't know him
I
for
didn't
that.
know him for that.
But when he got to saying what he was saying, I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, damn, dog,
Man,
on some
fuck all.
bullshit.
Somebody ever said that to you? I ain't know you could do that.
Yeah, nah.
I just thought you was this.
Yeah,
But
nah.
people can say that about me.
Oh, no, it ain't never happened?
I don't know what your name is,
don't know.
sir. But people can say that about me too. I didn't know that you was a therapist. I'm not gonna be upset
People
about
say,
that
I didn't know
people,
you was smart.
but people don't know. People just don't
Yeah,
know.
I done heard that before.
Somebody said that.
And I remember a chick was
my
like,
God, y'all.
because you know we worked around some wild motherfucker. Chick was like, damn, oh my God, you can read? I said, bitch, what?
Stop. She asked you that?
I swear to God,
Ew,
Mr.
get
X,
out.
me
Like,
cannot
thump her
read.
back out the window.
She said, oh my God, you can read? You talk
Now,
so well.
Are those high value women?
Hell no.
Who said what they said to me?
Yeah.
No, they was just like,
Some basic.
So shout out to
yeah,
Kevin
They was
for
basic.
putting us up on game.
I couldn't even I couldn't hang around even that long around people like that.
I mean, we weren't hanging in there. It was just where I worked at. It's a cultural
what the
difference. It was a cultural thing.
Okay.
You know, they weren't black. They were like, you know, Arabs,
Yeah.
whites, things of that nature.
Okay.
You know,
We was the first time they ever seen black people.
No, I've been
close
through that. Yeah, I've been
yeah,
through that.
they,
in real life. They just
Yeah.
seen us on TV and the news.
yeah,
I've
they
been-
thought we was all thugs and gangsters and killers.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, you talk so well. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, you know that? Yes, the fuck I do. I read. I've been reading since like before I went to school.
Yeah,
My mother taught me flashcards at
Yeah.
shit. Let me see. 3 is as early as I can remember, and I can go back to 1.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Shout out to Mom Dukes for that.
Yeah, and I appreciate it so much because these little fucking hoe ass schools I went to, I ain't learned shit when I entered them doors. I taught myself the whole way through.
yeah, I can believe that.
The whole way through and the whole way through college, 'cause college don't teach you. You give them the money. You give them money to teach yourself. Fuck that shit.
That's how I feel.
Damn.
Now what you got to say about
Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
So, like Buffet was saying, I was not aware. I don't follow him. I never did. I just started like looking at his videos like a week before he passed. I don't remember how I came like thought to look at it or whatever. I think it was because he was like popping up on my social media a lot and people were like talking about him more. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Oh no, I seen him on a popular gossip blogger person that I look at, and I saw him on there. And he was making some sense, talking about black men and black women, how they need to get together and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, let's go look. But then when I looked at his materials, or at least as of late, he was just like really just going in on the black women that was there. And they seemed like their self-esteem wasn't the greatest.
Yeah,
And
I think
it was just,
all women have low self esteem. I think
let me say this though.
Or
No,
Even the baddies.
Rick. There was this girl, this lady that got on. She was 25. I think she was 25, and she said, "I have my own home. I have my 4 cars or whatever the fuck it was." She said like a lot of cars, and she's like, "Oh, I make all my money, and I got my degrees," and just like listing out a resume and shit. And then Kevin and oh my god, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. And then Kevin gets on and say, "Oh, you're just talking about your resume, but you know you're 200 pounds and you're fat. Don't no fucking man want you. You might as well basically just fall in line and just share a man with whoever the fuck you want to share with." I mean, to me, she looked fucking good. She was fucking cute and shit, and any man will want her.
Really?
No matter how much fucking any man will want her. No matter how I
she
feel like
single
that.
then?
Well, wait. I don't look. I
here
don't.
come the disclaimer, y'all.
I don't know what that means, y'all, but I don't know why she's single. But what I'm getting at is that if you meet somebody and they're genuine and they want to be with you, it don't matter. All that other extra shit don't matter. Is what I'm saying. It don't matter. But I understand that when you get to a certain economic status, you don't want to fuck with nobody who ain't right there. I get that,
Right
you know,
there,
because
like-
Are you one of those women that he discussed that say you carry all of your titles and degrees and shit like that or whatever?
I don't do that because I do understand that I'm a black woman and black women have to fight hard in this life, and that whether I have to do this, whether I have a man or not, because the reality is black women are put last in a lot of shit, and we're just like at the bottom totem pole of shit. And I don't like that or whatever. So I have to expect that I'm going to just have to tote along until I get a man. I want a black man that is like my equal and that I trust enough to submit to. Not, when I say that, it doesn't mean that I'm his slave.
What does it mean?
It means that I trust his leadership. And if we're making a joint decision and he thinks it's good and we think it's good, then it's a go or whatever. I'm not going to
close your mouth when need be.
Did I just not do that?
I'm asking you.
I'm just saying, you see? It's like that. Yeah, I can do that. I understand.
clarity.
Yeah. So I see myself as a respectful person, not a respectful black woman or woman, but a respectful person. I'm not going to over-talk another person. I'm not going to belittle another person. I'm not going to tell you not shit and this and that and put you down and all this stuff that society tell a black man that he is. I'm not going to do that to my black man or anybody or whatever. So I get that. But you have to fucking understand that when you're dealing with somebody from a traumatic background, that's what the fuck they going to do. And that's what people don't understand. It's just what you choose and what you allow into your life. That's what that is or whatever. But what Kevin saying was saying to this young lady, she asked him, she was like, "Why can I not find a man?" And I'm looking at her, I'm like, you could, like I was saying before, you could find any man that you fucking want. You can.
Yeah.
But
It
is he
really-
be faithful?
I don't think so though.
Would he be faithful?
You saying she can find any man, but will he be faithful?
Will he treat her right? Will he love her?
What I'm saying is that it
For her.
goes.
Will he
it goes
appreciate
into-
her?
It goes into your morals and your values.
Well, yes or no?
What?
Can she find a man that will be faithful to her, that will love her and appreciate her for her being her?
When you have morals and values, yes.
So yes, she can find a man.
But
Yes.
Then why is she single? Asking Kevin for advice.
Because her self-esteem was low. It wasn't the greatest.
That's
at
what I was
all.
about to say.
'Cause I'm not about to call into no fucking man show like that and ask him, "Oh, this is what I am. Where could I get a man?" No, nigga, because they ain't right. Yeah. They're not right.
But you also said earlier though, you are what you attract.
So they're not right because, like I said, it goes back to slavery where the black man was reduced to being just like a ghost. He's not seen or heard and definitely very misunderstood. And they treat the black woman like she ain't shit, to be experimented with, played with, and tossed into the fucking trash or some shit. That's what the fuck, that's how that goes or whatever. And then you have that kind of dynamic going on to where women really don't trust each other. And then you got this nigga, Kevin Samuels, that comes on and plays on that shit. Because he wasn't always like this. He just figured out his talking points and how to just push that shit forward to like.
He found his niche.
Yeah, but ain't that what we all do? Ain't that what the rappers do?
But because a lot of people come from broken homes, that's what I'm saying. It's not impossible to find somebody that you can just be with that one person and be with them, whatever. But it don't go like that. I'm not even about to open up that can of worms right now.
No, bust that motherfucker open.
So in a real what will happen is that monogamy is not natural. It's not a natural thing.
You saying she'll be forced?
But what's fucked up is that when you engage in polygamy or multiple relationships, when it's in its truest sense, you are, as the man, are to take care of all of those women. Mm-hmm. You are to do that. And if you're not doing that, no, nigga, you don't deserve to be fucking multiple people. Not saying that you just can't go do it anyway if you want to, yeah. But no, that's not how that go.
You really open to this?
Yes, I'm very open to an open relationship, yes, because I understand that's how shit goes.
And you like, it's shit that you want to get off your chest as well. Like, I feel, honestly.
No, it's just how shit goes, because just think about how even stuff is going right now where the cost of living is going up, and I've seen somebody say on social media say, oh, this is going to encourage people to get married now because the cost of living is going up. Mm-hmm. So people were saying for the longest time, oh, I need to like have another wife, sister wife, or brother husband or some shit like that, because the more the merrier. We're a community, people. Yeah. We're a collective.
Yeah. So that's how you looking
whether
at it.
You
You're
accept
looking
that
at it
or
more
not.
from business more than anything.
It's not a business. It's survival. We ran in packs.
Do you think
villages, groups?
Do you think survival though has been a downfall of ours?
I mean,
because
let me say,
we always thinking about the moment and not the future, so we make
that's trauma.
Not survival.
Because when you're living, you're not surviving. You're just living, and everything is like cool for the most part. So what you're speaking of is like survival, to me.
Is it possible to be born with trauma?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because when your well, no. Let's take a woman who's just in the hood and she not doing none of that, no drugs, no alcohol, nothing, but she poor, she don't have access to food, she's stressed the fuck out. So long story short, the baby gets the stress chemicals, the cortisol, and it's just like it does fuck up your development, and it does make kids either develop like something like neurocognitive disorders like ADHD, or they're predisposed to depression or other disorders because your mother body wasn't like happy enough, stable, yeah. So she fed you unstable chemicals because her unstable chemicals kicked in, and what goes on with mom goes to baby, and the baby does come out like stressed and shit from birth, and it's like if you don't understand or rectify that, then like I was telling the client before, I'm like, dude, I'm like, I had a client 3 years ago who was pregnant. I was like, if you don't get away from this situation, your baby is going to come out stressed, and your baby's going to come out very anxious and depressed. Can you please get away? Or whatever. I didn't say it like that to her, but
I got you.
Because her situation wasn't good at all. So I'm like, that baby don't have a chance. That baby's going to come out fucked up. It is.
Damn.
Yeah, because she just don't see it, and it's just a cycle that just keeps happening in the black community, any poor community, but more so the black community too. It happens a lot, and that's what's sad to see, and that's what I want to help fix.
That's what I went through. That's why I'm fucked up, because my mama was fucked up when she was pregnant with me, because my old dude put her through so much, and I deal with this shit. I know how to manage it now. As I got older, I realized like all of the traumas that I was literally born with. Mm-hmm. Actually, all my siblings, because the dude she was with put her through hell.
Yeah.
And so, me and my siblings, we all battle with it in different ways, and I can see it. Some of them are aware, some not. But yeah, them facts though. That shit. That's why I did actually. I made sure my kids' mamas was happy and shit like that. And my kids are happy. Like they beautiful souls. They something special.
Oh, kids are, yeah.
Yeah, they special. They happy. Like you just they energy, just everything. But they loving, caring.
I love kids.
Yeah, 'cause I really
They're
do.
so pure.
I do believe like energy is contagious. Like I believe we're all like how you say frequencies and all that type of stuff, vibrations. Because either you can be operating at a low vibration or a high vibration. If you notice you around a lot of happy people, the whole room is happy, or the environment or the neighborhood is happy. You go to certain neighborhoods, the neighborhood is like all down, or you could have a neighborhood who like to gossip and just spew hate, but like I feel like they're on that frequency of hate. So it is best to have positive vibes and to be in a positive relationship. And if the relationship or the setting is in a positive situation, it's best to get out of that situation
That's what
because it can be detrimental to your health. You know what I'm saying?
What if we like the toxic shit?
But I don't know. I feel like
it's addicting.
it can be addictive, but sometimes you gotta wake up and be like, you gotta shake that shit up off you.
When you're ready, though.
When you ready?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's only when you're ready. Only the person has to be ready to change.
exactly.
You cannot make them change. I can't make you change. And that's the first thing I explain to people. You're here because something about you wants to change. So let's see how we can create that.
Yeah,
When you first became a therapist, did you like really think like I'm gonna change everybody? Like, cause you know you was new to it. You ain't know. You just like I'm gonna fix everybody that walked through my door.
and that was a question I wanted to ask in the beginning too.
No, because come on, I'm from the hood and I saw like the shit people was going through and it looked bad or whatever. Like, can you really be helped? Or whatever. And people can be helped. I do believe that, but I didn't have that attitude. I just really wanted to like help as many. So my thinking was, if I help these people that I come in contact with, the world will be better because those people will be better and they will be better to the people in their lives, and it just keeps going that way, It just keeps going. Yeah, so that's how I thought.
So if you affect one, they just gonna pass.
Yeah,
it along.
like good energy begets more
Yeah,
good energy and
exactly.
shit. Negative energy begets more negative energy. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let y'all light up, and then y'all go light
Yeah,
other
so
people
other
up,
people-
and it just keep going. Yeah, that's how I think about it, or always thought about it.
That's how it's supposed to be. Makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's
Did we talk enough about Campbell Samuels? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
you just want to trip on Unk and shit. Like,
So what-
No, I
What-
don't.
you
I
didn't-
don't. I think
you
'cause
talk,
did we
but
just
I ain't.
diverge
What,
too much?
how you feel about it though? You support him or you disagree?
The
And how you-
latest Kevin Samuels before he went off before he passed away, we were talking about the women I was talking about that young lady, that's what it was, and how they was the women that were calling in, it just seems like their self-esteem was low. Like, why are you asking him for advice? And then the last 6 hours of taping of his that I watched, because the videos are like 2 hours long each. And I'm just like, y'all letting him talk to y'all and he putting y'all down. I'm like, and I'm just watching because I'm like, okay, like it gotta get better than this or whatever. I'm like, no, it's like this for 6 hours or each posting that he posted or whatever. And I'm like,
So who's to blame, him or the women that's going to him looking for validation?
I think it's him because that's how I feel.
What?
It's him because
they calling him.
what I don't understand is because I only seen 6 hours of his material. I don't understand if it was like a topic that he like posted out there, or they just call in with stuff and then they ask him or whatever. From what I seen, it starts off as a topic and then people call in and he'll get them off if it's not on topic or whatever like that. But I'm sorry, what was the original question again?
He said, "Is it his fault or the women's fault?" And you said it's his fault.
Yeah,
But
because
I don't agree.
I think you have to be.
He ain't forcing them. They don't even have to listen. That
I
mean they
do.
listening to his show and they
tuning in.
They tuning in every week or
Yeah.
however often he films.
Yeah.
So that they have an
They
opportunity.
they hate that they love him.
So, I mean, I didn't like him, but I'm damn sure wasn't. And I did watch the 6 hours. I'm not about to call into his show to cuss him out or ask him for advice. I'm not about to give you that much more energy than I already gave. Yes, the women did make the show because they called in and asked for advice. Yes, they did put themselves in a position to be ridiculed. Yes, they did. But I feel like the message that he was putting out there, you have to look a certain way. Yes, I do agree. If you're attracting a certain kind of man, for the most part, you got to look the part or whatever. But I do also believe that that's not all what makes you or y'all relationship together, and whatever that's going to look like. Whatever that's going to look like. Then there's also the argument that a man has as many options as much money as he make. Okay, yeah, that's cool too. But that's that particular man. Not every man is like that.
You got dudes with no money and they having their way.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not always one way, you know. So Kevin Samuels was more so speaking of one way of being. A man with money deserves to have this woman or multiple women, and this particular man deserves to have women submitting to this particular type of man. And it sounds like the women that was calling into the show was looking for that particular kind of man. But I don't want that particular kind of man, because in that sense that it's like the way Kevin Samuels was putting it, from what I saw 6 hours of shit, was that, you know, you're
So disrespectful.
You're so no, I'm not calling his material shit. It's just
Yeah.
no.
Long live
No,
Kevin.
it's the way I
got you.
talk.
Don't worry
no,
about
it's
it.
the way I talk. I'm not disrespect. I'm not calling his material shit. I'm not. I just what I. This is how I talk. Yeah. So listening to that or whatever, and I'm like, no. I'm like, he's putting y'all down. That shit don't look healthy. It don't feel good in my spirit whatsoever. It really just does not. It just feels very divisive.
Because
Or whatever.
did it feel like he was talking to you?
No,
Took
I didn't.
it personal?
No, I definitely didn't. I'm 37, leftover, don't got no kids, so I guess something wrong with me, quote unquote, or whatever the fuck he be saying about older women. I don't know. But I definitely didn't. I wasn't upset from watching it. I wasn't upset from watching the material. It just felt so negative, and it felt so decisive, and that's what I didn't like about it. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel like it was like a unity kind of thing.
For sure.
It didn't feel that way at all. And I'm like, and people calling in, I'm like, this is not right. I'm like, he's misguiding y'all.
So do you just feel like his approach could have been different?
Look, so I saw some clips of him when he first came out, and when he first came out, he was telling guys basically how to treat women, you know, really, or the proper way, I guess, if you will. And he was not getting views when that was happening.
Yeah.
And so at some point, I don't know when it happened because I ain't watch everything, but at some point he figured out, no, he talked about how men should be better to women, and then he jumped over how women should be better to men, and both sexes was not listening to that, but when he became more salacious, that's when he skyrocketed. The moment he skyrocketed,
What salacious mean?
it means
Moment of clarity.
Moment of clarity. We slow.
So people are like super attracted to like negativity or whatever, kind of like that, just like juicy, triggering information or whatever you want to call it, like just
The
like
gossip.
yeah, something like that, salacious, yeah.
You looking it up, Buff?
Yeah, I don't even know how to spell it though.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I
don't
ain't never
know
heard
either.
that
It's
word
the
in
word
my
I know.
life.
Hey, y'all, fact check it for us right quick. Fact check.
Salacious.
Salacious.
It's just like
It sound like a freak from the hood.
Yeah.
it's like
For sure. Relatio.
it's like something that's like super like triggering, eye catching,
Salacious.
yeah. To the viewer, where you're just hooked on it or whatever, and people in general are taught as a collective societies to be hooked on negativity because the brain is natural, or it has an affinitive to negativity.
It says having or conveying undue or inappropriate interest in sexual matters.
Yeah.
And Kevin Samuels was talking a lot about men with a lot of money are welcome to have a lot of women.
Yeah.
He can if he want to, but
Yeah, that's
Someone or
facts.
something that is
but,
sexually
every
aggressive.
woman don't have to accept that.
Yeah, that's true. But a woman should know that. Like, that's why I feel like it's crazy. Like, first and foremost, why y'all tuning in to a man to tell y'all how y'all should live y'all life? Go get that.
Let me get to that. So, like I was saying before, oh, I'm sorry. Were you,
No. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was speaking of earlier the divine feminine and masculine energy, right? So the woman is basically back to slavery. She was stripped of her divine femininity or natural femininity about herself, where she's the motherer, the teacher, the guider. And then the man comes in and he be like something like the disciplinarian or whatever like that, and they just gel together. But that was disconnected, so she couldn't do that. She couldn't do that. Got me back to what I was saying because I forgot.
Oh no,
She couldn't do
Yeah,
that.
she couldn't do it because she's so busy working and stuff like that, and so she can't take care of the. She can't play her
I think
role.
we said that before already. Though.
Yeah.
Where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? Draw me back to my memory.
He was asking you, why are women going to Kevin for this?
Oh yeah, so she's disconnected from
For
herself.
the guidance.
Yeah, so
and
she's
you were saying she
thank you.
because she disconnected.
Yeah, she is
and
disconnected from
And
herself.
then you went back to slavery.
Yep, she's disconnected from herself, so she don't recognize the true power that she has as the woman that she is, and that
What power is that?
the divine energy or whatever. Where women are like this about to make y'all mad for sure, but women are God, you know, or we are God for sure, but women like we on Mother Earth. We women,
I feel
so
that way, though. You can't. I feel that way.
so to like fuck up society means you should fuck up the woman. To fuck up the woman, you really should fuck up the black woman. 'Cause
That's
she is
facts.
the mother.
And that's what we do.
Yeah,
of
that's
all
facts.
civilization.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
facts because we fucked up. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
facts.
I thought you was perfect.
Yeah, but not in this sense.
Not in this sense.
Not in this
So
sense.
it's just so disheartening to see. You know, I see a lot of black women when they get to a certain age, where they just feel like that there's no good men. I will never in life fucking say that because they
That's
are.
real.
I was just about to ask you that. When you see us, do we disgust you?
No.
Because a lot of women be disgusted with us.
No, well I'm not.
You see love? Love.
What do you, a moment of clarity? What do you see? What's the energy and the vibes you get? What you feel?
Well, it depends on what kind of black man I'm looking at. When I'm looking at him, he could be either together or he's hurt.
Even when he's hurt, do you see something special? Do you still say he's still a king?
So a lot of
he's still somebody.
So yeah, I do. So I get approached a lot by men, of course, you know, and sometimes women, whatever. So when a man comes to me and he's leading with what he has, oh, he a broken man. When a man is approaching me, oh, how are you? And we're having just a general conversation or whatever, and you're not trying to like
By you?
yeah, trying to buy me or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, he's a genuine person. He knows himself. You know, he's cool to interact with or whatever.
Is it a lot of men trying to buy you?
All the time because society teaches a man like Kevin Samuels. He teaching y'all like, oh, you gotta have all this kind of money, the baddest kind of woman, but it's not true. That's what goes back to morals and values. It goes back to that because you have good people of all economic classes, but because you feel like you better in some aspect than this person, male or female, you miss out on a good opportunity of love. Me personally, I don't ever give a fuck about what you got. I care about what the fuck your soul look like.
So you never been bought before?
A moment of clarity.
It's a moment
No.
of clarity.
Never.
Never.
I dated the rich and I dated the broke. I care about your soul.
Which one gave you the best?
The broke
The
one.
broke one. That homeless.
Because of
nigga?
that D
they
or
really-
what?
That homeless
No,
meat.
because he really cared.
That homeless D.
because he
had no he
That
had
good
no
vitamin
time.
D.
well, I get that. No, I get that. I get that.
He had all the time in the
I
world.
get that. And you know what? I appreciate that
Yeah.
because when you start like making more money and then you have less time and you just like fly by and you just get what you just on the go and get what you can as you're gonna go or whatever like that. But the broke person don't get that. He slowed down to living life, or whatever,
Living in the moment.
living in the moment, or whatever. And I appreciate that more than you on a fucking yacht, but you on your fucking computer all fucking day and shit.
That's a
Doing
moment of
business or
clarity.
whatever.
A moment of clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a moment of clarity. That was deep.
Damn.
So we always had time.